Welcome to the Honor Your Aura podcast, a podcast devoted to learning about, caring for, and empowering the energy within, with your host, Kema England. Hi everyone, it is so great to be back here with you. Today we're going to explore the aura. We're going to bring in some depth and some meaning behind this word that is used to describe this podcast, but even more profoundly, our human energy field. Now, what I have found is that terms like the aura or the chakras can often be elusive because we're talking about energy. And we're talking about subtle energy, which is energy that's moving faster than the speed of light, which is what makes it so hard to put our finger on because it's not physical or gross energy. It's energy that's moving radically fast, so not detectable to the normal seeing eye, but nonetheless can be felt and is part of our moment-to-moment experiences. So to better understand ourselves energetically, just going to break down the foundation of our energetic body or being. So we are comprised of energy ranging from physical or gross energy, which means energy moving slower than the speed of light, which is our physical body, everything in our physical environment that we can readily see, touch, and feel. Now, we are also comprised of subtle energy, and subtle energy is the energy that's moving faster than the speed of light. So this is the unseen realm that is moving through us and around us all the time. So the subtle energy within our being would be our emotions and our feelings, our mind and our thoughts, our spirit, our intuition, these parts of ourself that we can't touch physically, right, but are nonetheless present all the time and actually stored in our body and in our energy field. So when we're talking about the aura, we're talking about the energy that's radiating from us all the time. And that energy is a pure reflection of that which is happening beneath our skin. Physically, right? The physical health of our body, the mentality, right? The mental health of our body. So all of our thoughts, their energy is also radiating from our physical form. Our emotional body and all of our feelings, so all of our emotions that we're experiencing in a given moment are radiating in an energy from our physical form. And then our spirit, right? That spiritual energy, our beliefs, right? Our intuitive prowess, the aspects of us that are radiating at the highest and fastest frequency. So this is why we can be walking down the street and feel an energy from a complete stranger. We can tell without them saying a word, without us knowing anything about them, right? Whether perhaps they're having a good or bad day, whether they're going through something emotional, and all of us are becoming more and more attuned to this ability. Now, with that being said, our personal aura is that which we are sharing with the world all the time, which is why it's such a magnet for our external experiences and says everything about us before we even say a word. It's incredibly profound. And it's definitely a strength and a power that we can work with and that will be highlighted throughout the entirety of this podcast and the following podcast episodes. Now, there are a plethora of resources and teachers that have expanded upon the knowledge of our human aura and energy field in such a way that is very refined and very specific. What I like to do is just present it in the simplest, easiest to digest way. And that's what I'm going to present to you today. Thinking about your aura as 4 layers. The auric field is, in fact, made of layers that again can become more and more refined over time. But this is the best way to break it down. The first layer of your aura or energy field is what's known as the etheric template. And this is basically an exact replication of your physical body and physical health. And this radiates a few inches beyond your physical body. Now, this is why our practices like Reiki and different energetic healing methods can actually work just with the energy fields, because everything that's going on, in our physical body behind our skin is again radiating beyond our physical form. So that first layer is the exact imprint of a reflection of our physical body and physical health. The next layer is our emotional body, and that's where all of our emotions and feelings are stored. This is also where the present emotions that we're feeling are stored, but also, as we've likely come to know, we have emotions from past experiences that have also been held in our energetic body. So this is where they would be held in our energy field. The next layer is our mental body, or our mental layer of our field. And this is where all of our thoughts are stored. This is where the thoughts that we're thinking in this moment are so too radiating beyond our physical form. Now, as you might be able to tell, each layer, their speed of energetic frequency is getting faster, again, as we touched upon, faster than the speed of light, even more powerful in their impact on the physical body and physical reality. So the final layer we'll call our spiritual self, or our spiritual layer. And this is the fastest moving frequency. Now, this is why we so often hear about and have experienced, likely ourselves, the powerful impact that spiritual practice and belief has on our mind, has on our emotions, and has on our physical body and physical reality. So too, this is why, as our mental body is moving at a faster frequency than our emotional body and our physical body, this is why we've also heard the impact, the powerful impact that our thoughts have on our emotional health and on our physical reality, because it is energy that's moving at a much faster frequency. So there we have it. We have our first layer as the physical, second as our emotional, third as our mental, and then that final energy field as our spiritual. Now, this is also why we've heard about spiritual practitioners, let's just say the Dalai Lama, right? That his energy field is so vast and so big that it can be felt even from a mile away. So the spiritual is incredibly powerful, both on its impact on the outward radiation, but of course then the impact that it has on our own physical being and reality. Now, we often hear about our aura being comprised of colors, and it absolutely is. Our aura is comprised of colors and light and different shades and luminosity, and what they are basically telling a story about what we are currently feeling, what we have going on in our life, the stages that we're in our life, our response to an environment, activity, experiences, so on and so forth. Now, our energy, as we know, is really changing all the time. And so this is why I don't necessarily attach to, oh, this is the color of my aura, is that we actually have a lot of different colors that are moving through our aura or energy field. And they do move. While we all have our own unique kind of energetic blueprint, so to speak, we are also just this mix of varying different colors and frequencies based on where we are in that moment. And truly, energy, the job is to move. It's energy, it's in motion. And so to attach to the colors in your auric field, while it can really serve to be maybe enlightening or empowering, just know that they are constantly fluctuating. Now, this is why, let's just say we're interacting with someone who's just spent 20 minutes meditating. Our exchange energetically with them is going to be much different, right, than if we were in the energy of someone who was just in an argument with their partner. The energy that's in our field is again radiating beyond our physical form. Now, the colors are insightful because if we were looking at a color map of our energy, we could see where particular colors were living in our energy field based on, again, let's just say that someone had a cold, right? We might see maybe a more like murky brown or gray color in the physical denser layer of the aura, and that would be insightful as to where that energy was living, so to speak. But again, by shifting our thoughts, by bringing in spiritual practice, by nurturing our emotions, we are changing our energy body, and then in turn, the color frequency that our energy body is emitting. But we can definitely say that the clearer, brighter, more luminescent colors are definitely representative of a healthier being. And through those positive mental practices, through again caring for yourself emotionally, caring for yourself physically, and caring for yourself spiritually, are going to have a deep impact on the health of your energy field. And you don't need to be able to see color or see energy fields to take care of yourself in that way, to honor yourself in that way. So I welcome you along this journey to, again, better get to know yourself energetically so that you can, in turn, honor how you're feeling and improve the quality of the inner energy that you're experiencing and that which you are sharing with the world. So please let me know if you have any further questions, and just know that we're going to cover a variety of topics, not only so that we can conceptually understand ourselves energetically, but then we'll also have a series of meditations that bring you into a deepened relationship to your own self-discovery and experience of yourself energetically, because it's not just in the knowledge and the intellect, but it is so much in the authentic experience that we can have with ourselves. So please share with your friends. And of course, if you have comments or questions, please leave them below. I look forward to seeing you all on the next episode of Honor Your Aura.